You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, just when I thought I was about to talk about Jonathan Gannon, the Cardinals, and Brian Flores, up popped this. Ta-da. It seems that the Green Bay Packers are done with Aaron Rodgers. Wow. And this comes from somebody that covers the Packers on a local level. Now, when you see reports like this come out, and it's from somebody that is locked in decades long with the Packers, down on the ground with the team, around the team daily, generally speaking, just rule of thumb, they heard this from somebody directly with the Packers, like the GM or the CEO. Maybe the coach, but I doubt it, because the coach, to a lesser extent, they do talk to the local press, of course, but this feels bigger and this feels higher up, and this is real. The Packers are done with Aaron Rodgers. Keep in mind, he supposedly is in his darkness retreat right now, okay? I don't know if that started today. I don't know if that started yesterday. But when he comes out, the amount of text messages and phone calls Aaron Rodgers is going to have is probably going to be off the charts, because this is crazy. The one thing, if I was the Packers, that I would have a problem with this coming out like this, would be, are we losing leverage in a trade situation? I don't know. But they're prepared to bench Aaron Rodgers. Either he leaves or he comes back and he rides the bench as Jordan Love's backup. Crazy. Packers, this is Florio. Packers are, quote, disgusted with Aaron Rodgers. They're done with him. Wow. Bob McGinn, who has covered the Packers for decades, said in a podcast with Tyler Dunn of the GoLongTD.com that the team is ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Quote, they're done with Rodgers, McGinn said, citing his own instincts, his own knowledge of the league, and this is the key, folks. Quote, discussions with someone who has firsthand knowledge of the Packers. Quote, he's not coming back. I mean, they're disgusted with him, and they're done with him, and they're moving on. Wow. McGinn added that he's, quote, totally convinced Rodgers won't be back as a starter, boosting the belief that Rodgers will be gone. As McGinn explained it, is that the team fully believes in Jordan Love, and that the team is ready to turn the page after trading up and making Love a first-round pick in 2020. I hope they know what they're doing. McGinn predicts if Rodgers insists on returning, he'll be the backup to Love. Wow. And it's not just one person. And this is the most telling part of all of this. It's not just one person. McGinn said the entire power structure is done with Rodgers. CEO Mark Murphy, GM Brian Gutekunst, and Coach Matt LeFleur. They wanted this out, guys. The Packers wanted this out, and they just sent the message to Aaron Rodgers. We're done with you. They think he's not working hard anymore. Wow, they questioned his work ethic. They think he's lazy. They think he showed up for 2022 not in the best possible shape, and he blew off the off-season program. Yeah, I mean, he did. Quote, oh, that's not a quote, I'm sorry. It's a strong statement and a compelling take. It also sets the stage for an awkward parting with a trade inevitable if McGinn's report is accurate. The situation should make it harder for the Packers to dictate terms. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. They reportedly want to send him to an AFC team like they did Brett Favre 15 years ago. Ultimately, they may have to trade him to one team he'd want to play for, even if it's an NFC team. However it goes, it could indeed be that Rodgers is going. Last year, he considered walking away and decided to stay. This year, the Packers are ready to tell him to get gone. Now, what you've got to wonder, do not sleep on veteran, all-world, all-superstar quarterbacks that suddenly get pissed off. And if Rodgers is truly in his retreat right now, he's going to come out of it. He's going to be blindsided by this, his agent, blah, 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 media reports, people calling him. And he's going to look down and go, wow, the Packers say they're done with me, and they're tired of my shit, and they're disgusted with my shit. How about I go somewhere, throw 40 touchdowns and 5,000 yards? Okay? Now, who knows? He may not be motivated like that. But the Packers called him lazy. Yikes. The Packers called him lazy. Maybe it's accurate. Maybe it is accurate. We know that he didn't want to participate in the off-season program. I thought it was more really to do with the fact that he just felt like he didn't need to be there and he had other things in his life he wanted to do. I'll be the first to tell you, I think Aaron Rodgers should be at the off-season program. I think it hurt him with his young receivers last year. But that doesn't mean that Aaron Rodgers is not sitting back, getting work in over on his side, his place, and how he's doing it. And when Aaron Rodgers showed up to camp last year, he looked like he was in shape. Anybody remember Nicolas Cage walking in from Con Air? He didn't exactly look like he was out of shape. I saw pictures of Rodgers in the offseason. He was a dude that was in condition. He was in shape. I mean, at least for a quarterback. We got to remember, Peyton Manning walked around with a beer gut, for crying out loud, you know? Now, that doesn't mean that helps with timing and route running and all that stuff with receivers on the field, new ones, rookies. I think that absolutely hurt him. But I think whoever gets Aaron Rodgers at least for 1 year, and I've said, if it was me, and like I've said, I'm a Niners fan, lifelong Niners fan. We got Brock Purdy. We don't know what's going on with Jordan Love. Jimmy Garoppolo's hitting the bricks, right? I've said, if Rodgers somehow got maneuvered into a trade towards the Niners, we know at one time Rodgers absolutely wanted to play there. A couple of years ago, in fact. The Mac Jones draft. Remember? Right before the draft started. It came out. I've said, even with the Jets, if I'm any team, I want Aaron Rodgers to commit fully, off-season program, all of it. Put it into a newly restructured contract of some kind. Write it in there. Make it clear. I want you for 2 years, all in, all engaged. We're chasing the Super Bowl. That's what we're doing. I'm sitting down, Aaron Rodgers, this is a chance for you to finish your career with a team and go out, win at least one title and maybe two, and change your legacy. And they need somebody that'll talk real frank with Aaron. Change your legacy, dude. People think you have underachieved. You have done unbelievable things from a statistical standpoint, but from a team standpoint, you're not looked at as one of the all-time greats. You're not with Elway. You're not even with Mahomes now. You're not with Mahomes. You're not with Manning. You're not with Elway. You're not with Brady. You're not with Montana. You've got to get another ring to get in that conversation. Get 2 more rings, you're way up in the conversation, and you change the entire narrative. That's how you sell that. But these guys like this, McGinn, all in, close to the team, daily basis. Look, I bet he can walk into the CEO's office. These guys are all friends. That's the dirty little secret, especially like with these on-the-ground press guys, the beat reporters, they call it. the guys that covered the team on a local level with the newspapers from way back when it was still print, they're all cool with these guys, okay? I mean, Jerry Jones is cool with, I think it was Randy Galloway that just got celebrated in Dallas. Jerry Jones was there, right? So, that gives you some idea of what I'm talking about here, right? Tell me what you think. This is it. The Packers are done. They've lost some leverage, I think, from a trade standpoint. I mean, he could get mad, walk in and say, look, bitches, trade me to the 49ers today, and I'm going to come back and destroy you. I don't know. I don't know that the Niners would do that. All right? But Jets, Raiders, you are officially on Aaron Rodgers' watch now. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.